Alrighty here, the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series season is right around the corner, and we're just under a month away from kicking back off again for 38 weekends out of the year. I cannot wait. But today I'm here to give y'all my full-on predictions on who is going to win each and every single race next year. I'm not really going to talk too much about the playoffs because of the fact where we're probably going to see a change, and it's going to involve AI, and I really don't know how I feel about it, but I believe ultimately the drivers that are worthy enough will get in, that does get in the year, if you will. So I really ain't going to question the legitimacy, if you will, because I believe the drivers that are good will be in. So moving on, Bowman Gray, to kick things off, replacing the LA Coliseum for the Clash. I like Josh Berry winning this race for the Wood brothers, so give me him. The Daytona 500, I like Brad Keselowski with the RFK Racing Team. He's been clicking, let's say, since he's become the owner of this team. The first year was a big fail, if you will, according to his eyes, because he didn't win a race, but last year he did in Darlington. Played a playoff run, and I believe he will be in the playoffs this year when it's all said and done. But he wins the Daytona 500. Atlanta, I believe William Byron will win this race. William Byron won here when the new configuration first opened in 2022. A lot of people thought it was a fluke when, because of the fact where it's a new track, anybody can win. But you know what? He backed it up in the summer of 23, so give me William Byron winning in the spring of 25. Righty here, moving on, the Circuit of Americas, a road course in Austin, Texas. Very tricky track, but a track that is now kind of new, if you will, to the drivers because they cut it off and added a new portion to the track. And I believe the driver that's going to adapt quickly to the change will be Shane Van Gisbergen in the 88 Trackhouse Racing car. So give me him. Phoenix, Chase Briscoe is going to win. This is his best track on the NASCAR calendar. He is going to win here for the second time in his career. Moving on, you got Las Vegas. Las Vegas going to be an interesting race because it could potentially be a championship race within the years down the road. But I'm looking ahead there. But Las Vegas will be won by William Byron in the 24 car. Homestead, Miami, a fan favorite track. A lot of people are going to look at Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, Chase Briscoe. But they're all forgetting Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell is a very underrated dirt track racing driver. And in order to be good here at Homestead, you got to be good at dirt track racing because you rep the top line. And I like Christopher Bell winning here. Alrighty here, moving on. You got Martinsville, the paperclip. I like William Byron in the Hendrick Motorsports car here. He's going to win here for the second year in a row. He won here last year, so yeah, there you go there for William Byron. Moving on to Darlington, I like Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe and Darlington is a great combination. He won here last fall to lock himself into the playoffs with Stewart-Haas Racing, and he's going to win this race. So moving on to Bristol, you got Denny Hamlin winning in the 11 car, getting his season back on track because he hasn't won a race up to this point, and maybe he heats things up moving forward. I don't know. Time will tell. You got Talladega after that. The weekend before is Easter, so they get a week off. Talladega is going to be interesting. It's a plate track. Quite frankly, anybody could win there. So saying that, I believe Michael McDowell will pull out the victory here with the Spire Motorsports 71 car. So there you go there. All right, here moving on, you got the Texas race. I like Kyle Larson. Kansas, Kyle Larson. North Wilkesboro, the All-Star race, $1 million. Kyle Larson wins. So 3 race wins in a row. Heading into Charlotte. Is Kyle Larson going to win while he does the double with the Indianapolis 500? No. Ryan Blaney will win this race. Already here, moving on. Nashville, I like Ross Chastain. Michigan, Joey Logano wins at the Ford's backyard track, if you will. Right here in Mexico City, new race on the NASCAR calendar. They have raced here in the past, but in the Xfinity Series, Tyler Reddick wins there. Winning Pocono will be Alex the Showman Bowman in the 48 car. Winning Atlanta will be the 11 car of Denny Hamlin. And moving on to Chicago, which I believe has been a big doom, if you will, when you talk about Big AJ and Big Justice on TikTok talking about, boom, we're doomed. It's been a big doom. NASCAR hoped the world for this race when they brought it in 2023. Weather impacted it the first year, so you really couldn't judge off of it. The TV viewership wasn't really spectacular. 2024, hopes were high. You know what? Same thing happened with the weather, and it wasn't a good look. And there was so much problems with the track and the city itself. So I just don't see them renewing this contract after this year. I believe this is it. They have been looking around to cities like Cincinnati, potentially Sacramento, and other places in the state of California. Cincinnati's obviously in the East Coast, or Midwest, if you will, but I'm not no geographic guy. But you get the point, though. They've been looking around for different cities for a venue for a street race to potentially give NASCAR viewership a big boom, if you will, in viewership. But winning this race will be Tyler Reddick in the 45 car. Moving on to Sonoma, I like Kyle Larson there. Dover, Denny Hamlin winning there. Right here, Indianapolis, a big crown jewel race. This is back on the traditional oval. Kyle Larson wins for the second year in a row. Right here, Iowa, Josh freaking Berry. Josh Berry is going to win Iowa. He was good here last year with the Stewart-Haas car. This year, he's going to be with the Wood Brothers, which is going to be, if you will, a much better car than he was in last year. So he is going to win. Alrighty there, you got Watkins Glen. I like Joey Logano. Alrighty there, you got Richmond. I like Kyle Busch. And Daytona, I like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Yes, I know that AI will impact on who will make the playoffs, but I believe Stenhouse, if he were to win this race, he will be competitive throughout the year to the point where this win right here will practically get him into the playoffs. So I don't think nothing is going to change when it comes to how the playoff rounds format, like 3 races and 4 drivers are eliminated. I believe the 16 drivers are enough, but getting the 16 deserving drivers in there in the first place is going to be the task for NASCAR to overcome. But I believe those Stenhouse will make it in with this win just because he's going to be competitive throughout the season. With his new team, if you will, they have rebranded, and so much has gone on with that organization, so he's going to be in. Darlington, I like Kyle Larson to start off the playoffs with a win. Gateway, Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney, let me tell you guys, he had horrible luck here last year. Should have won the race, but had some catastrophic issues with running out of fuel, if I'm not mistaken. Austin-Citric won, so he gets his revenge here this year by winning. Bristol, Denny Hamlin. New Hampshire, Josh freaking Berry. How about that? Second win in a year. Third win overall. 2 points paying races wins. Kansas, I like Tyler Reddick. 2311 Racing's number 1 track. Roval, Kyle Larson. Las Vegas, Denny Hamlin. Talladega, Chase Elliott in the 9. I believe he actually misses out of the playoffs. And Martinsville, Ryan Blaney. The championship race in Phoenix, Ryan Blaney wins it. And on top of that, the championship. There you go. What do you think about my NASCAR season predictions? I believe the drivers like Chase Elliott, Ryan Preece, Bubba Wallace, Daniel Suarez, Ty Gibbs, Noah Gregson, Zane Smith, Ty Dillon, AJ Allmendinger all missed out. What do you think about that? I believe those drivers aren't going to do enough this year, but comment down below why they do enough this year to make themselves playoff worthy. And I'll see what I think about it. But hopefully everyone had a kick of watching this video. Hopefully this filled a void in your NASCAR off season. We'll give you a little NASCAR juice, if you will, because the season's right around the corner. It's going to be here before you know it, and it's going to be gone here before you know it. So enjoy it while you can, but please like and subscribe.